Good morning, ordinary anglers. Here's a great video for you today. It may not be geared for you upper level guys, but everybody has to learn. So you want to be a ledge fisherman. Well, today I'm just going to show you several baits that are a must for fishing ledges. Are you ready? Here we go. Well, here we go. Now, you want to be a ledge fisherman. We call it dragging. This is the Carolina rig. Usually can be a 1/2 ounce sinker or up to 1.5 ounces. It's kind of a preference. Personally, I put a couple beads before a swivel. You notice I use braided line to my leader, which is monofilament to a rigged lizard. Very easy way to start fishing ledges. It's not hard to fish. You can throw it a mile and you can catch a ton of bass on it. The Carolina rig. Some people use an offset. I have an offset hook. Some people use a straight shank hook. That's kind of your own kind of preference. Great way to catch bass on a ledge. Some people use it for all kinds of things other than ledge fishing. Some people throw it shallow with a short leader. That's number one. Next, the swim bait. Various sizes. Great way to catch big bass on a ledge. This is the Storm swim bait, an excellent swim bait. Jacob Wheeler uses this swim bait. Excellent way to catch fish. Various sizes, various shapes, various colors. Next on the list, the big spinnerbait. As you can see, this is a 1 ounce Strike King spinnerbait. Excellent spinnerbait. Slowly moving this bait along the bottom, you can get your arm broke. Very effective at certain times of year. It's one to have in your arsenal. The heavy, big spinnerbait. Very good bait. I love it. Next on the list, if you're fishing ledges, will be a Texas rig worm. This is a Zumo monster. There's all kinds of them out there. There's Berkley. Berkley puts out a big worm. Culprit puts out a 10.5 inch worm. Berkley puts out a power worm. Even tells you what hook to use on it. 8 count. Good baits. And while I'm at it, you can go on Amazon, and these are called money bags, right? Take the money bag, zip it, get a Sharpie, put worms on there, lizards on there, whatever you want to put in there, and label it, and you're set. Great idea, right? I'm full of great ideas. You're gonna love all this stuff. Anyway, next on the list, the football jig. You can drag it, you can hop it, you can put various trailers on it, whichever you feel like. We can go into that at some other point. Very effective bait. Catches lots of big fish. Very, very good bait. The football jig. Also though, you notice the football jig, right? Football head. They do have a different jig with the same weight that's more geared to structure, fishing in brush piles and structure. It's a structured jig. The head is shaped differently, which keeps you from getting hung up. Footballs tend to get hung up and stuff like that. Anyway, FYI, there you go. That's the football, but there is other versions that don't get hung up, that do the same thing, will catch the same amount of fish. Deep diving crankbaits. Catches buku fish on several, all kinds of lakes, especially on the Tennessee River system, Pickwick, Kentucky Lake, all the Tennessee River chains, all kinds of other big lakes. Big crankbaits are there. But now you notice on this crankbait, it has in that lip a weight, which makes this particular bait, this Rapala, dives to 20 feet. Whereas this 5XD Strike King probably goes to about 8 to 12 feet deep. And another thing to understand is when you throw crankbaits, your line size and line type have a lot to do with how deep this will go. It says 20 feet on this Rapala. But if you remember, fluorocarbon sinks, right? So using a 10-pound fluorocarbon, you might get this bait down to 22 feet, maybe 23 feet. And the same with this 6XD citrus shad, excellent color. You might get a little more depth using a smaller diameter line and using a fluorocarbon, because fluorocarbon sinks. Anyhow, these are ledge baits. These are your ledge baits. This is just a short video giving you an idea of the different various baits people use to fish on ledges. It's very important today for me to get this out. Young anglers, novices, new to our sport, don't have any idea about all this stuff. Plus the fact you have this, I meant to tell you, this worm is rigged on probably a 1/2 ounce or 5/8 sinker. This worm on, Texas rigged, and it's an excellent way to catch big bass. That's today's short little video, and let's just get just showing you a football jig with a trailer. That's a Zoom Super Chunk on this football jig. Let me get it out here. Football jig on with the trailer put in there. That's what it looks like, a jig with the trailer. Excellent. That happens to be a Booyah jig. Excellent jig. Excellent price. So, my ordinary anglers, that's today's short video. I hope you'd enjoyed it. Like and subscribe. We'll continue to have various video topics, but there's one thing I'm going to add to show you that you're going to think's pretty neat, and I got it from Michael Iaconelli. Let's pull it out. Going to use a bigger hook for the camera purposes. I thought this was actually the neatest thing since milk. Anyhow, here's your line. See your line? I'm just going to use this drop. Here's your line. Bobber stopper. Needed 2. And straight shank hook. Just using a larger hook for the camera. So, what do we do? Put one. We'll go ahead and put one bobber stop on here. Alright. Now you can see there's the bobber stop, right? Now, you take the hook. You got a bobber stop above. So you want your hook to stay up. Like so. If as a drop shot. This is so cool, y'all. I'm just telling you. I thought Michael Iaconelli did a great thing. It makes it really, really versatile. Now, another bobber stop. If everything don't fall off. All right, get through here, get the second bobber stop put on here. Now then, you're going to see something pretty cool. Thank you, Michael Iaconelli, for showing us this, and I'm passing it on. Now, you see this hook? It's held in place by 2 bobber stop. You see those? See that hook in between there? Now then, guess what? You push the bobber stops down against it. Now you look at this hook. Now guess what? That hook can, if you have current, that hook can move around 360 degrees. You see that? Isn't that is awesome. Now, of course, your weight will be down here at the end. And here's the other nice thing. Guess what? If I want to slide that hook up or down, I can slide it down, move my bobber stops. How about that? I've done moved it down here to where it's a shorter drop shot. That is a neat thing. And plus the fact your worm or whatever you've got on your drop shot now has the ability to move more freely and look more lively. These are good information, great ideas that you can find online on YouTube from different fishermen like Mike Iaconelli, who's very informative, by the way, as well as Todd Castelline and Bradley Hallman and Scott Canterbury and Matt Airy and Scott Martin. Very good people to watch. I watch them. I try to pick up on anything I can because I'm an ordinary angler, as you are. So, you thought that was the end of it a minute ago, but I had to get this in about this drop shot. It's very important. Very important that you use scent also. Now, some people swear by scent. I use Bang. But guess what? Humans have scent. If you don't do anything but get the scent off of your scent off the bait, that's one aspect of it. Anyhow, like and subscribe. This is The Ordinary Angler. We'll be doing more videos like this. Hey, it's time of year for ledge fishing. It's just the way them bass pull out there, and you can load the boat on one school. Ask Brandon Lester. He's 100,000 richer, and he had a great tournament at Pickwick. All right. Have a good day and God bless. Like and subscribe, please. This is Your Ordinary Angler, and we're out.